Did I try to tell you, ponies, man? I told you that Sony is pushing for live service and subscriptions and how consoles don't matter anymore. Now all of a sudden we out here talking about how Nintendo could end up being the king of home console. Really? Bro, it was the king before the PlayStation 5 came out, man. Nintendo is the only platform where people buy software as well as hardware, while Sony gamers don't. I told you this. With the lackluster sales of your exclusive games, we can clearly see as to why Sony is shifting towards PC gaming, man. We told you this already, man. And now this dude's sitting in this video capping like, oh, I knew it was going to be Nintendo. No, you didn't. Because I told people this, man. Now all of a sudden you people want to take my information and cap with it? Bro, I can go back and look through my members videos and pull that out for y'all right now if I wanted to. Anybody that has watched my channel knows that I've been telling you that consoles will cease to exist, and yet for some reason, PlayStation fanboys like you still had faith. Even though your games weren't selling at an alarming rate, and it's still not, and a lot of your games are flopping. That's why Sony's talking about, oh, we gotta do double A's. We can't afford to do triple A's no more, man. At this point, Sony has already gotten out of the console gaming business.
Back with another video.
Let's go.
And a bit of a commentary.
Let's go.
In my previous videos, I stated that the last fan base that advocate for console gaming is now PlayStation and Nintendo gaming.
What are you talking about, bro? Didn't you hear the news? How Sony's shifting towards PC? You still want to throw PlayStation in there with Nintendo. Do you hear Nintendo talk about dropping their games on PC? No, we don't. Sony and Microsoft are in the same exact situation, bro. The funny thing is, you guys want to bash Microsoft for everything that they did, but yet for some reason defend it when it's on PlayStation, man. That is the definition of capping, and that is the definition of hypocrisy. You guys cannot say this, man. Like, come on, man. And now I'm hearing that Microsoft is out here getting Kenna Bridges, a PlayStation exclusive? I guess it was a trade-off for Sea of Thieves.
And I made a tweet about that. And I'm going to tell you exactly how did we get here and why, right?
Yo, this man's hurt, bro.
Look at
He's hurt.
Today's generation, the younger gamers that started gaming.
Oh, now you want to look at them. Oh, now y'all want to look at the Fortnite gamer, the guys that don't actually buy exclusives. You know, the casual gaming audience that I try to warn you guys about. Now, all of a sudden, they matter, man. Oh, now it's too late for them now. I don't even know how they're going to continue making content bashing Xbox when Sony is going in the same direction, man. And I'm telling you, Sony's going to get day and date too. That's what they're working for, fool. They're only milking you fools on PlayStation, man. That's what they doing. They're trying to give you the benefit like, oh, well, you bought a PlayStation. Therefore, it means you should get the game first. Where an Xbox, it doesn't necessarily matter because playing these games on PC, you would have to still spend more money. Even Sony knows that. So even if you want to play a PlayStation 5 exclusive, even though the game's on PC, it doesn't matter because to play it on PC would be more expensive. So people would still want to go out there and support the console. But the problem is that you console fanboys are complaining about the specs. You're complaining about the frame rates. You're complaining about playing. I'm complaining about playing remasters, remakes, and old games. So a lot of this can be valid to a certain extent besides the frame rate. But man, you guys literally gave up exclusive games just to have hardware that is still worse than PC. And this is why PC gamers did it. They played it. They jumping off the helicopter with all your exclusive games, laughing at y'all. All those years of Porter calling PC gamers port beggars has finally came to an end. They have finally jumped off the helicopter. They're on the zip line. It's like Horizon Forbidden West. She's on the zip line, and now they out here running off with all your games, man. I mean, what a beautiful day within the gaming industry, man. For real. I try to tell you console fanboys that consoles will cease to exist and we're still at its infancy stage. We didn't even hit the 10 to 15 years that I mentioned. Remember? Remember how I told you 10, 15 years, you're going to see a complete different shift? Bro, we only hit 1 year of it and we're already starting to see a difference. I told you. Let's go.
There are those two playing.
You want to talk about how I dunked on Gamester, man, when you've been getting dunked on in every single one of your videos, bro, because that's all you do, bro. You're not even a basketball player, bro. You out here looking like Devin Haney. This man can't even speak out of his mouth, man. Out here calling Ryan Gaming Garcia crazy. Oh, you don't know how to box, man. That man crazy, man. I'm going to outbox him. And look what happened, man. You out here hitting the canvas. Let's go. Let's go.
some of the biggest factors in that are games like Fortnite, Minecraft.
Oh, now we want. You see, who was bringing up these points earlier? Who was talking about this before?
Right? Call of Duty. There's a lot of
GameStop, what another W.
games that you can play everywhere. A lot of free-to-plays that you can play everywhere.
Man, you people are far behind, man. Like, I'm at this point, I'm actually out here predicting the future, man. I should get paid money for this. Bro, for real. I need to talk to a magic ball and have people come in and be like, hey, GameStop, what is the future of the gaming industry? Okay, let me rub the magic ball or the magic conch and tell you what your future will have in hold for you.
So that's just an actual assimilation of the culture of what they grew up and what they're used to.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is not PlayStation exclusives.
Is the console fan base that are fanboys and cucks to the company.
That's funny because you're a prime example of that, man. You know, go ahead, call me an Xbox fanboy. It's me, Dream. Look, go ahead, call me. Go ahead. Call me an Xbox fanboy. Go ahead. Do what you guys do best. Because all this stuff that you're doing is just coping. We know you're hurt, bro. Deep inside, this grown man that attached himself to a piece of plastic finally has to witness him playing his games on PC. You kind of was already doing it with the PlayStation 5, considering that it's AMD. That's why we try to tell you it's the same architecture. But you people didn't want to listen. You know, you still had faith in physical media. You had faith in all these things, man, but it's okay. You finally could join the family of PC.
Right? And I know I talk shit about, you know, Xbox.
Uh-huh.
I will not, deny the fact that I participate in console war.
See? So you're a prime example as to why console gaming is the way it is, bro. You didn't go out there and support these companies. You didn't go out there, instead of you waiting for Sea of Thieves, maybe Microsoft wouldn't have, or Sony wouldn't have thought about putting their games on PC if you people would support their games. Hey, right? You know, you got PlayStation acting like, I don't want to buy Xbox to play. I'd rather wait for the game to come on PlayStation. And you Xbox dudes are doing the same thing. And now you guys are mad that you guys have no exclusives because you guys was all infighting with each other. And these PC gamers knew it. They're like, let's throw out that 4K 60 narrative on them, even though they know it's not achievable on your lousy $500 lunchable game console. They knew it. They knew that by dangling the keys of the console gaming and hardware, they knew that once that void has been shifted, then what is the point of a gaming console?
Love the jokes. I do all that. But
no, well, it ain't jokes now because now it finally became a reality. Let's go. I don't even care because I'm the golden age of gaming. I go back and play my Dreamcast. I don't care about this crap. But you people did. We could clearly tell how attached you people are to this, man. Out of all those years of you being on Twitter, out of all those tweets that you had, and guess what? Every single one of them are wrong.
If what I loved about console gaming, or what I don't love about console gaming, when Sony decides it's not for them. It is what it is, right? And what I mean by that is this concept that console gaming or games on console should just be all everywhere.
And the funny thing is, he brought up a point when he talked about how he dunked on me, and he's like, what is you talking about? They still going to have the Pro. They are milking you console fanboy suckers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just enjoy games, man. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Just enjoy gaming for what it is, man. Y'all think I'm a fanboy, but I got a PlayStation controller in my hand, right? All thanks to Dreamcast guy. That's why I be doing in my videos, man, in reference to him. Just enjoy video gaming, man. Like, I understand that there's really not that much fun to be had, but still, gaming is still good. You can still find some enjoyable gaming experiences. Y'all need to stop being attached to a piece of plastic. Out of all the people that have been arguing with me, laughing in my face, guess what? Laugh now, cry later. I've also stated that too. Because this has been going on for quite some time. 7, 8 years of the people that I've encountered and had conversations with. And finally, I get to see bits of that truth. And y'all, like, in the seeds growing from the dirt, I finally see it now. And guess what? While you guys are hurt, I've already came to the realization 7, 8 years ago. Okay? With the Xbox and PS4. But you people didn't want to see it, though. Y'all was sitting there with this infighting, how we are better than Xbox, how Xbox... When I was just out here gaming, man. You see, you guys looked at the wrong things. You guys wasted your time and your energy and your lives fighting about something that was completely irrelevant.
on every platform.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the positives to that, right? Of
course, now we got to talk about the positive consoles.
It's good for the consumer. The consumer can choose whatever platform.
But hold on, bro. I thought you called me a Happy Meal gamer, man. You should be able to afford a nice, capable gaming PC. Because ain't that what you called me? Oh, Gamester, you a Happy Meal gamer, bro. That's what he called me. Remember? Remember that dunked on video? Now, matter of fact, you better. Now, I want y'all to go rewatch it. I'm going to tell him he need to remove it, but y'all got to go watch it because you will start seeing how wrong he is in this video. Because you weren't saying that in that video. You had a lot of faith in consoles, and I told you specifically that consoles don't matter, and it don't matter about the console sales. People that have watched my channel know that I've been on record saying this.
If they want to play on PC, play on PC. If they want to play on Xbox.
Oh, now PlayStation gamers don't care if you play their games on PC. Not when it was Xbox. When it was Xbox, PC stole your games. PC gamers are port beggars. Remember that? You think people forget? People don't forget this.
On Xbox, you play on PlayStation, and that's it. It's the best consumer-friendly option. That is the truth.
Now it's consumer-friendly. But when Microsoft did it, they were out here ruining gaming. People, their games don't sell no more. Game Pass is hurting gaming. No, look, you can see the realization in this man's eyes, bro. He is hurt, bro. This man probably cried on a pillowcase, man.
Option.
It's okay.
If you're a gamer that chooses for exclusives, it's because you cook for the company.
Wow.
And that's the main part of that one side.
Yep, and that was you, bro, because you out here just dropped the video talking about Sea of Thieves that's on PlayStation when you didn't care enough to play the game on Xbox. So you're doing the same. It's so funny that he talks about bringing up these points about how if you buy exclusives on console, all you're doing is cucking and shilling for the company when you did the same exact thing, and you're still continuing to do that. Nothing's changed with you, man. You're going to ride this until the wheels fall off. We can clearly see that, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, bro, you also partake in a lot of the things that you don't like about what's going on with console gaming.
The opposite side, for those that understand the advantages of console gaming, is because
there's no advantage to a console, bro. Y'all losing physical media. Once physical media is gone, there's no point to a console.
Gaming helps push gaming forward by being diverse. It wasn't about games being available on everywhere, because technically everyone has access to the games.
But this is the problem. This is what I try to tell you, that exclusive games did matter and also helped push PC gaming in regards to, how they went about their hardware. When people talk about how Crysis ran so beautifully on PC, if it wasn't for good demanding games like Gears of War using the Unreal Engine 3, console gaming did push it because y'all don't want to admit it. Even some PC gamers won't admit it, that consoles would set the foundation. PC gaming community would see that and say, well, look, let's see what we could do with this on PC, right? But console gaming did push next generation gaming. I'd go as far to say that the PS3 and 360 did. Look at Gears of War, bro. That game still looks good to this day. 2006, man. The game is beautiful, okay? Then it's on PC, and they're like, wow, we can even push this game even beyond the limits that it was on console. So yes, because these talented developers wanted to take their limited piece of hardware and to get the best out of it. You get what I'm saying? We're not getting that anymore. Matter of fact, a lot of games are being developed on the lowest common denominator on PC. And that's why you guys are seeing that a lot of these games are not really pushing, really this next generation appeal. Y'all remember when you seen the PS2 NBA 2Ks and then you played them on the 360, you're like, whoa, man. They got sweat dripping off Shaq nose. What's this? Because they took the new piece of hardware and wanted to do something different. Now when you see 2K now, man, to be honest with you, it's kind of like a carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? It really is. 2K hasn't really pushed the boundary since 2K14, They really haven't, man.
You just have to buy the platform that has the games on it. But ultimately, the diversity of platforms that we had in console gaming or gaming industry in general, that's what truly pushed console gaming.
And I've already stated that. But the problem is, that's not happening anymore.
Gaming overall. When we had Nintendo and Sega with their exclusives, TurboGrafx 16.
Sega didn't have exclusives. Sega was dropping their games on PC. Matter of fact, Sega also dropped a lot of games on the TurboGrafx 16. What are you talking about? See, you see how y'all like, yep, Gamester, you're a real Sega fan because only a real Sega. What do you mean? Sega dropped Altered Beast on the NES? That's their exclusive. Yes, they had the better version, but they still dropped it on the NES nonetheless. So, what are you talking about? Space Harrier was on multiple platforms. How do you not know this, bro? You claim to be a Sega fan, but you don't know that Sega's direction was very similar to what you're seeing with Microsoft. It really was, guys. And that's probably why I'm a big Xbox fan, because Microsoft and Sega are very similar. The only difference is Sega just didn't have the money.
And the same way,
Microsoft does.
All that stuff. They pushed exclusives because that's what was geared toward, attractive consumers. Some platforms did it better than others. That's just the nature.
No, that's not true, because the Dreamcast did it better than others, and people still didn't gravitate towards it. They still waited for the PS2 that had no games, all because it had a DVD player. I mean, imagine the Sega Dreamcast got beat by a DVD player. That's why when you look at the software sales for PS2, they're surprisingly low, even though it's the best-selling console in PlayStation's history, because people didn't buy a game. Bro, even my mama bought a PlayStation 2. My mama hasn't bought a game console since the PlayStation 2, but I can tell you all the movies she bought.
The base of competition.
And that's why I try to tell you, hardware sales, Sony focused too much on the hardware sales and less on the software. Microsoft is doing the opposite. They're like, yo, software sales is more important because that money is more concurrent, okay? Also, too, the hardware that you're selling them at, you're selling them at losses, okay? But with games and how many games you can get in people's households, you're making that money back.
Overall, that's how you got true competition between competitors and makers of games, right? And in their quest to be better, or how would you say, to beat out the competition, they always try to find ways in gaming and technology to outperform and outdo the competitors. In other words,
that's not the case no more. Sony's not there. They all getting a little hustle on. Even Nintendo, man. Why you think all three of them was on stage, man? They're like, yo, let's hustle the rest of this gaming industry. And then when it's all said and done, man, we milked it, and, and like I said, we be drinking our pina coladas, man, going on vacation. They out here milking y'all. And this is why I try to tell you, man, I bet people are crying over this. Consoles is gone. I should have listened to you, GameStop. There's going to still be people that are going to fight with me, but now we got the ammunition. The ball is in my court now. There's nothing you people can say to deter me in what I told you. Consoles will cease to exist, and we are seeing the fine rudiments of what I've been telling you that you guys would see within the 10 to 15 years that I was talking about. When I said 10 to 15 years, that's when you're going to see the real fundamental, it's going to be really obvious then. Right? It's already obvious now. But like I said, with these ponies and fanboys, you got to talk to them in a way where they can understand where you're coming from, man. They better not be a fool. Ever argue with me again. I told you, man. I need to be like that person that just reads people's minds. You have people coming in, they pay you to tell you their future and their life, man. I can do it. Like, for real. I've actually done this in my own life. I've had people tell me certain situations, and 3 or 4 years later, they'll tell me, oh, man, you were so right about what happened. That's why a lot of people don't like me, man, because I be sitting in there telling them the truth. Some people don't like hearing the truth, man. They don't. Some people rather live their life a lie, man, and I'm just not that type of individual, man. I don't even care if it even ruins a friendship, because I'm not going to sit there and seclude the truth from somebody, because to me, that feels like it's more hurtful. If I really cared about the game industry, I wouldn't try to take away the truth away from you. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't hide that away from you. I want people to see this so they can look at it, they can hear what I have to say, and then they can sit there and say, you know what, GameStop, let me get my retro games. Have you guys noticed them 360 game prices been going up? Y'all gonna be blaming me for that. It's because of you, GameStop. It's because of you. Everybody, all these people, man. You got the Mr. Right guy talking about, oh, man, these 360 games are going up. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you that too? Didn't I tell you that people are going to go out there and pick up? They picking them up now. You better get them when you still can, boy.
Buy our box, because our box had this, that.
And buy.
All of that was led to a competition where the other markets are like, hold on, but we got this, we got that. We can do this. We got these games, and we got this and that.
You're living in the past.
That diversity and uniqueness of each.
But the problem is y'all ruined the diversity, because look, this is diversity. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, this right here is diversity. You don't own an Xbox. You out here bragging about how you're playing it on PlayStation. You are the cause of these problems, bro. I'm not, because I bought both. You are. Microsoft knows that there was PlayStation gamers that weren't gonna buy an Xbox, regardless of what they put out. So that's why they blessed you with games like Sea of Thieves, and Sony's going to be doing the same thing as well. Because there's no point holding these games hostage. You might as well want these games to stay afloat. I think that's the reason why Killzone and a lot of Sony's franchises have died over because of pride. You know, just like Vegeta, it's all about that Saiyan pride. Well, I got one for you. Sony, get off that gaming pride, okay? Because at the end of the day, that gaming pride ain't gonna let you win the fight, man, because Goku's the one winning here, not you, Vegeta. That gaming pride is hurting you.
Platforms is what pushed gaming overall.
Microsoft is Goku and Sony is Vegeta.
Right? If you look at it now, right? Compare, let's use PlayStation, let's use the 9th gen, let's use the 7th gen of gaming. If you own 3 platforms, you own the GameCube, you own the PlayStation 2,
which I did.
You own the Xbox or the Xbox, right? And we'll throw in the Dreamcast, which is the last one. 4 platforms, you have 4 unique identities and 4 robust gaming libraries.
Yep, and that's why that was the golden age of gaming. But you fanboys took it for granted. Instead of you supporting your Dreamcast, brother, you would rather have it fail and say, I remember. And I'm going to tell people some real gaming history. I remember when the Dreamcast came out and it was flopping. Nintendo fans were saying, I want the Dreamcast fail so I could see Sonic Adventure come to the GameCube, which it did. You see? So you guys played a part, even way back then. Y'all played a part in this. I was playing Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, okay? Y'all wait, I want to wait for Sega to go under so I can get a port to Virtua Fighter 4 for my PS2. You guys caused these problems. Y'all been causing them for 20 to 30 years, this fanboy garbage, and now y'all starting to say, oh, we're the ones that are ruining gaming. I should have supported this on the Sega Dreamcast. I should have supported this on the PS2. I should have supported this on the original Xbox. What am I doing? Why did I go out there and buy a GameCube? Why did I think that Nintendo... Think about it. Same thing with the Resident Evil games. Matter of fact, most people's first experience with the Resident Evil remake is on this hardware. Not even on the GameCube. I'm being honest. Y'all like, oh, GameStop, you speaking facts. It's facts. So... when you guys say that, oh, I don't like the way what's going on with gaming, you guys caused it. Instead of supporting your console brethren, you guys hated on it, hoping that they go under, hoping that these games come over, which caused a lot of these games to become extinct.
If you own, right now, even PC, we'll throw in PC in that equation. PC, GameCube.
PC gaming weren't even that prominent at that time. PC gaming was actually failing. Microsoft used the Xbox to help revitalize PC gaming. As you can clearly see, look what happened. PC gaming is very popular now.
Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, OG Xbox One, you pretty much had a very good, unique ecosystem of gaming platforms.
Yeah, an ecosystem that was separated by you fanboys not buying these consoles. And that's why everything's becoming one now. And to be honest, this is the only thing gaming can do, you know? I mean, he's a prime example, bro. He's out here talking about how PlayStation stole Sea of Thieves, bro. Okay, and so what? You are a part of that problem.
Right? Some did better than others, some had more exclusive than others, but overall, it was a very unique identity.
You guys get mad about Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo doing live services subscriptions, but ain't none of you people buying games. So it's like, why are y'all complaining?
Now do that today. If you own a PC, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation.
To be honest, it's not. I'm gonna tell you, just choose your most preferable one. If somebody told me how would you do a GameStar, I'd probably just choose the Series X and the Nintendo Switch. PS5 would be my. To be honest, it's really not necessary to me personally. You know what I mean? I can live without it. You get what I'm saying? Y'all like, oh, that's crazy, and this is how I would do it. Like if PlayStation had real backwards compatibility like Xbox, it'd be PS5 Switch. For me, in regards to consoles, no reason for an Xbox. But the Xbox, the reason why I favor it more, because you got access to original 360, Xbox One, and I heard Microsoft is actually thinking about bringing back backwards compatibility again. Dude, that's a plus. Get the enhancements with the... Bro, that's a plus for me. And I already have a catalog of old Xbox original and 360 games. Bro, it's perfect. Sony's not doing that, man. So, and then on top of that, Game Pass, Day One, there's a lot of good stuff on Xbox, man. That's why I'm surprised that y'all hate on it. If you've been playing on PlayStation all the way till 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think you will value the Xbox a little bit more, you know? But if you've been playing on PlayStation your whole life, I just can't see myself valuing it because it's lackluster.
The real big catalyst, to be honest, among those 4 is Switch and PC. Those are the two star.
He's only saying PC because he knows that everything's going to it, which I guess you could say that. You combine an Xbox Series X and a PS5, that's $1,000, and you get free online. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of no point to own consoles anymore.
Contracts. PS5 consoles?
But I still keep them because there's one thing that I do like, guys, which is physical media. I can still take my CDs and put them on both of these consoles. So like I said, by the time that is removed out of consoles, I will still continue to support them. But as long as that's not there, I'm done.
Exclusives, but a lot of the games are on PC, primarily multiplats. Everything on Xbox is on PC. And Microsoft's making more games on PS5. So only more of these platforms, there's less differences. You have to pinpoint and zero in on specific titles to really
and services and subscriptions.
Figure out what platforms and differences they have, right? That's what happens when you have the merging of
No, but the merging is also helping gaming. It is. Because it's all gaming has. They tried to get you fanboys to buy an Xbox to play games. I mean, look what y'all saying now. I'm not playing Hellblade 2 because it's 900p, 30 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? They try to get Xbox dudes to pick up Final. Nobody's buying them. It is what it is, bro. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I told you, consoles will cease to exist. You guys are finally seeing that seed grow right out of the dirt, man. I told you. Remember when I planted that in the beginning of my YouTube channel and my videos? Now you're seeing it. Now you're seeing that little piece of green coming out, right? That little piece of green grass coming out. Yep. It is what it is, man. I try to tell you, man. But, hey, you guys can still have faith in this. I'm going to go play some retro games, man. So, because to be honest with you, life is too short to be complaining. And at the end of the day, all you can really do is just enjoy gaming. Take care.